Hey everybody, and welcome to a game called This Is Interesting. Can't see it? There it is. So, for the last 2 minutes, I was thinking the game was bugged because it just starts like that on a black screen with nothing, and you have to press a button to make something happen, but I didn't know which button it was, so I was very confused for a couple of minutes there, but it's fine. Anyway, This is Interesting, a game created by a streamer by the name of Scott Jund. He is known for streaming the games Dead by Daylight, as well as the From Software catalog of games. Whenever they release something new, he's usually there playing it, like day one. I don't really watch his streams that often, but I do watch his videos, and earlier this year, back in like April and May, he said, "Hey guys, I made a game, and it's up on Steam now." And so I was like, okay, cool. And then I heard the game is kind of a psychological horror with some light roguelike elements. And that got me interested. I do agree with the title. This is interesting. I've been meaning to play it on this channel since, like, the beginning of summer, but it just never manifested until now. And I declare that now is the day where I finally play this gosh darn game. I believe he says there's only, like, 4 hours of content total in this game, so this probably won't take more than, like, 3 videos to get through. If I decide to end up making some of these videos 2 hours long, it'll probably take even less time. Alright, let me shut up my yapping little mouth and let's get into this. That didn't sound great. Alright, well, this is interesting. It took you 21 seconds to actually press the button. If this was the first time I booted up the game, that would have said, like, 120 seconds, probably. That already tells me a lot about you. You aren't very comfortable with just sitting and doing nothing. That makes sense, given your history. Regardless, how should I address you? I doubt your real name is Omencito. I don't care. I see. I'll just address you as a lost soul, then. I'll save you some time, as I'm sure you've seen this story before. No, you don't have amnesia. Yes, you know where you are. Yes, you know who you are. Yes, you know your past. As for them, well, they don't know anything about you. It's really up to how much you share with them. See if they're even worthy of knowing who you really are, I mean. I will try to keep you safe until you are ready to leave. So I do know this game is made in RPG Maker, or at least a heavily modified version, and I can tell it's heavily modified because it takes up the whole screen. RPG Maker games usually don't. I doubt that's a part of it, though. Okay, those doors were a little wonky, that's fine. I'm not gonna criticize too much, like a single person made this. Alright, welcome. Why do we look identical? It's just me. I figured you'd understand better if you could actually see what you are hearing. And what better way to represent yourself than, well, you. Dude, I look the same as you. That's not me. You're not me. It's okay. I said I would keep you safe. There's no big twist coming where I'm actually evil, I promise. Well, unless you are evil. Then I guess I would be evil. Oh, you are me. Never mind. Okay. Makes more sense. Do you have any questions before we begin? How you doing, man? Pretty good, thanks. I'd ask how you are doing, but I know you are doing pretty good because I just said pretty good. Moving on. You will encounter some trials ahead. It is important you seek to complete them as you as a person truly would. Some of these trials may appear frightening, but rest assured this is a completely controlled environment and you are in no danger. Now then, what weapon would you like to defend yourself? Didn't you just say there was no danger? What would I prefer? A taser sounds weak. Guns would have limited ammo. Knife and a sword. I mean, isn't a sword just straight up better than a knife? Maybe it's like big and swinging. I don't know. What would be the advantage of having a knife? It's weird. We've kind of regressed as a society, having only knives and no swords anymore, even though swords are much larger, so you'd think they'd be better. Maybe, though, size doesn't mean everything. Let me just ask, didn't you say there was no danger? I did. I'm glad you're paying attention. I wasn't entirely, but I'm glad the dialogue box was paying attention, or at least my responses were. Some people feel safer simply having a weapon when they predict there might be a threat. You, however, have already accepted there is no threat. Interesting. This is interesting. Speaking of which, I'm going to display some numbers to you. They will be on the bottom right of your screen. You can choose to pay attention to them if you wish. Part of this experiment does involve these numbers, so I feel it's only fair to let you know they are relevant. Almost looks like binary until you get to the -1, because that is not what binary is. That's tertiary. Yeah, alright. Oh, and if you want them to stop observing you at any point, have them press the end button, entirely up to you. Is that telling me how to quit the game? Oh, I do have an end button on this keyboard. A lot of keyboards don't, though. And finally, you can run if you hold shift. Feel free to move on at your leisure. There is no time limit here. I will be around. So that was a freaking lie, wasn't it? Okay. Arrow keys to move. There we go. Okay, it took a little bit. Whoa. Was this Pokemon tile-based movements things? Like, when I press the key, I'm just tapping it, and I go that far. Yeah, it's like I'm snapped to tiles. Whatever, I'm sure I can get used to that. So those numbers are observing me, huh? They're judging my every action. Okay, one of them is big negative Nancy. That one down at the bottom, you see that? Alright, this is glowy here. No, can't touch the glowy. Can't interact with the glowy at all. You put a glowy in the room, and I can't interact with it. Even though you just told me how to interact with things. Okay, interesting. Honestly, there's like... What is the hell is this? Whoa! We're doing that. Welcome, user! Help! Congratulations on finding this terminal. You are one step closer to completing your role in this experiment. To complete, please navigate to all open paths and solve the issues presented therein. You have completed 0 out of 6 trials. Once completed, return to this console. Welcome, user! Alright, let me... It's weird. Whenever I'm recording one of these videos and I'm reading dialogue out loud, I actually don't pay a ton of attention to it. I gotta be honest. Sometimes I just skim over it because I'm more focused on reading it out loud than I am at actually processing what it's saying. So I kind of have to read it again. All open paths solve the issues. Okay, no, I didn't mean to see that again. I wonder if you can press one of the number keys down there. Anyway, what I was saying before is, honestly, there is a non-zero chance the creator of the game might see this video, though I doubt he will. It'd be awesome if he did, but I very, very highly doubt he will. Just because, you know, he's kind of a big streamer, much larger than I am. The button! Upon pressing the button, the entire game will be restarted from the beginning. No, thanks. Wait, I said do not press. I said don't press it. Why'd you press it? I guess it doesn't really matter. Alright, that is good to know, though. There is a good restart button. Do I get a flashlight at all? Anyway, though, I'm just saying that because I'm worried that if I criticize his game design choices too much, then he'll just, like, he'll come into my comments and insult me. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want to upset a freaking content creator I respect. I do. I feel bad every time I do. Even though I don't know them, they don't know me, and I should, like, know that. Every time that I type something in someone's chat and they don't respond to it well, I kind of feel bad, and it's like, I almost want to, like, make up for it. That's how it was like back when I was watching, yeah, I said twice in a row. Don't ask why. I couldn't explain. Why are the pillars? These are some interestingly constructed pillars. One here, and then they move this way. I suppose there's not much better ways you can have pillars surrounding a path that curves to the side in a very blocky-based system like this. Can't go into the cave? Why'd you put it there, then? We can go to the right here. Alright, before we talk to the shadow people, I did want to finish my thought. Back when I was watching John Wolf's Dead by Daylight streams, I remember there was one time I made a comment and he responded to it very snarkily, like, wasn't really... to be fair, my comment wasn't that great, but still, I really felt bad afterwards, and I almost, like, wanted to grind up bits and donate them to him. Because I'm like, oh no, I made him angry, no! Hi, what's up with you? You're just turning away? Okay. Space. Space is interact. So Z advances dialogue, so I feel like that's also an interact button. You know, the Undertale control scheme is anything to go by. This game does feel a tiny bit like those types of games. Now, it's definitely not like Undertale, But, you know, this feels like... interesting idea for an indie game made in RPG Maker. Which I suppose that's exactly what it is, so yeah. Great observation there. I'm doing such a good job. Okay, I can go into the trees here, but there's nothing. Keep out. Oh! I guess we're going into the Keep Out building, then! I'm assuming there was nothing to the left. It looked like there was a path to the left. Hold on. I must check. What, do you want me to synthesize some equipment for you? Get lost! Okay, sorry, man. I was just exploring. Okay, just say the same thing. I have to check for repeated dialogue. I have to check for new dialogue every time. Games like Hollow Knight, Dark Souls, and Silksong and whatever have conditioned me to do that. Alright. Nothing there. Hi, what's up, sir?
Hello? The master of this world dictates I must ask you exactly one riddle per cycle. You only get a single chance to answer correctly. Are you ready? Why am I British? I don't know. If I have one apple and you have one apple, how many apples are there?
The question does not make sense. No, there would be 2 apples.
Very good. You have the intelligence of a small child. Go away.
I can see Scott Jones' humor in this game already, because I watch his videos and I know that this is definitely his style of humor. Alright, 3, 1, 1. So the one on top became a 3, the rest of the zeros became 1s. The one on the bottom is still a negative Nancy. Can I talk to you again?
We are done for now.
Okay, whatever you say. Can't go into the fog here. Is this a bridge? This does not look like a bridge. This looks like a gaping pit. I don't know about the shadows there. That looks a little weird. Okay. Open you. Can't open you, I mean. I couldn't do anything there. Oh, is there also a bridge here? Yes, this definitely looks possible, yes. Look at the obvious bridge right there. Hi, fire extinguisher. Can I take you? There's a lot of smoke in here. Is there a fire? Might need to clean it up. I like the static on the screen. Hello, buddy. How are you doing?
You have completed 0 out of 6 trials. Please complete your assigned tasks.
I've been assigned tasks? Who am I working for? It said they have no idea who I am, but I have no idea who I am. Hello? Who's booping? Okay, it's like motion sensors or something. Or no, it's my hearing. Because the sound is changing position based on where I am. So am I hearing something right now? There's a sign. No, nothing there. Bed. Can I sleep? No. It's a hospital bed. I shouldn't sleep in those. So... oh, I see. That's weird. That's interesting. This is interesting after all. Alright, I'm done. I'm done making that obvious joke. Can I go in here? So yeah, like the sound effects play depending on where you're positioned, even though it's a 2D game. So, like, you'd think it would be based on the camera's position, but it's actually based on your player's position. That's kind of cool. Alright. I do wish there was a little more interactivity, like a few descriptions for objects. This sounds like the most pleasant white fog to start with. I'm assuming these are 4 of my 6 trials, so let's start with this one. Let's go to this Mario 64 level. What is this now? Hi. What kind of computer is that? Oh no, I don't need anything, thank you. Do I know you? You're just a lost soul, right? Yeah, I remember you. We used to know each other. Oh, we're snapping back to the past now. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's great so far. Actually, could I get a to-go box? Oh, so I was a waiter at this restaurant? Thanks. Is something wrong? Oh, I mean, sure, why not? Not very professional of you, though, waiter. I'll let it slide this time. My name is... Sans? I don't know. That's how I wanted to finish that sentence. I don't know why. It didn't end well, did it? No, I got teleported back to the dreary, dark monochrome realm. Oh well, these things happen. Thank you for keeping me company. It's been a very long time. You're still a good person. I have no idea what's going on. A number went to 3. I'm assuming that's good. You should leave. It's coming. What's coming? Okay, well, I'll just talk to the patching, authenticating, accepted, unnecessary data request. Okay, that's all I get for talking to the rest of you. Jukebox, trash can, no, nothing. I wouldn't let it near you. Okay, that's all you say. Now, oh no, I see. Yeah, let me not do that. How about that? I'm glad you are unharmed. Forgive me. I should have warned you about that thing. Never let it touch you. Ever. Your existence will instantly end. So I didn't get a weapon to defend myself, did I? Never let it touch you. I apologize for lying to you. I did not think it would appear so quickly. Well, even if you didn't think it would appear so quickly, you should have told me about it beforehand. I don't trust you. I understand. Okay, we have a second negative Nancy in the collection of numbers over there. Am I supposed to keep those numbers high? You have completed 1 out of 6 trials. Please complete your assigned tasks. So this works... So the game is done in like a cycle, right? So I can do things differently in each trial, probably. What is that shadow up in this one? What is that loose shadow in the middle there? That looks a little strange. Okay, I don't want to do that too much. It might bother you with flashing lights. Can I sit on this bench? No. Alright, I'm assuming there's an upstairs with more trials. We'll check it out later. These trials seem very short so far, so let's just go into this one. Ooh, a cabin in the woods. I just stayed at a cabin up in a state park in northern Minnesota. It was very nice. Alright, let me touch the tree. Can't touch the tree. I'm way too far away from the tree to be able to touch it. Yeah, it was a camping cabin type thing, so there were other cabins around. We weren't far away from the rest of civilization. It's not like we were out in the middle of freaking nowhere. Lost in the sauce or anything like... Whoa, what the hell was that? I agree. Was that a bird? No, it's a plane. No, it's Superman. Oh, that is a bird. Yo, rock, paper, scissors, bitch, let's go. Everything has had such a serious tone so far, and then, yo, rock, paper, scissors, bitch, let's go. Alright, let's play. Rock, paper, scissors, go. Scissors, rock, damn it. Roll, get out of here, little bitch. I'm still the reigning champ, no retries. I'm assuming he always wins. It just picks whatever beats yours. Probably. Didn't mean to have that voice crack. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so what is this trial about? Yo, Lost Soul, they're butting like crazy. Wanna cast a line? Sure. Sorry, my fishing rod is corrupted. It didn't work. Damn, how are you so good at fishing, dude? I can never catch shit. Alright, never mind. I guess my fishing rod is corrupted in a nice way that makes it helpful. Or something. Alright, that's that. Bro, I swear if we come up empty-handed again, I'm never coming back to Dad's cabin. Empty-handed with what? Like maybe food from hunting? Not sure what that means yet. Some kind of simulation thing going on. Oh, talking to the bird makes him work. Okay, are you the bird? Is your soul attuned to the bird? Damn, poor thing. Dumbass flew straight into the window. Bro, how are birds that stupid? Yeah, let's mock the bird as it dies. I mean, they're going really fast through the air. Sometimes they're having so much fun flying, they don't see a building coming until it's right on their nose, and then whoops. Actually, I think a bird bumped into the window of my classroom one time. Fairly recently. What do we do with it? It's a fucking bird, what do you mean? You got a Snow White it back to health with your fucking vet degree? Yo, Lost Soul, what do we do with this thing? This one. Tell me again, what did you do? Okay, so is this events from my past? This is events from my past. So these people are calling me Lost Soul, so they can clearly recognize that I exist. I'm visible to them. I tried to help it. I mean, I put the dying creature out of its misery. Oh, so it's not dead yet. But it's probably going to die at this point. I don't know. What would I do? I didn't give a shit because it's a bird. Honestly, that's probably the most accurate to what I would do in real life, but let's do this. A completely sensible choice. No one could fault you for an act of mercy. Okay, we got the third number 3 is up. So those are my judges. And I assume the numbers indicate, like, how they would rate me out of 10 of a good person. Like, you know, in terms of being a good person. So, positive numbers good, negative numbers bad. There's one judge who does not like me because I didn't trust the other part of me, the soul or whatever. Now, are we getting some fish or what? Damn, bro, you're wild. Green goods happened. Can I go into the cabin? Oh, I can! What's that? It's just some flowers on the table there? And a huge invisible wall right there. Alright, cooking pot. Were these assets made entirely by Scott himself? Or did he have some help on them? Because if so, I mean, I do know that Scott Junk can make good music. He makes music, he's made music before. And so, he definitely has that skill down. And he has done some light programming before, which is what, helped him to make this. Oh, hi. The freaking table leg is clipping through my head there. Okay, interesting. I wish I could stand directly under it, but unfortunately the 2 available tiles to stand here are those 2, so can't do it. Works out, though. You wouldn't want to notice all those errors. Okay, can't interact with the fishing thing. Still the reigning champ, no retries. We must be legit the worst fishers of all time, dude. Yeah, you're so bad you're technically not even standing at the fishing dock. At least that's what the dialogue box says. It's talking to him as if he's up here. Or it's showing him as if he's up here. Hi, boat guy. Can I talk to you? Boat guy. What's up? You're just driving by in your boat? Alright, that makes sense. Okay, so that seems to be everything I can do. Is there anything in the well? Can we find bottom of the well from Ocarina of Time? The well doesn't go too deep. If you had a rope, you could probably get down it safely. Leave. Do I need a rope from another trial, or can I explore this one more? The dog appears uneasy, but otherwise you can't see anything else wrong. Alright, now I do have a question. How do I save this game? Because I don't think I'm gonna beat the whole thing in one go. I have to leave for class in about an hour, so... Oh, wow, I can just walk through that whole tree. Alright. I hope that escape doesn't quit the game instantly. I mean, that seems more like a Click Team Fusion thing than a whatchamacallit, RPG Maker thing. I don't know why it took me that long to remember. Okay, so I left the trial. Did I complete it? Okay, I have completed 2 out of 6 trials. You look a little different. You're now more brightly colored. Who are you? Is the question. Wait a minute. Who are you? A Yuon Kazoo kid. Alright, I guess we'll go to this one? Yeah, do we need a rope from another world? Because I couldn't find anywhere else to go or anything else to do in that one. Is that a T-posing skeleton? Oh my god. Hi. How dare you not add an interaction dialogue box for that thing? Like, come on, you put a T-posing skeleton in this yard and you didn't give it some funny dialogue? Like, come on. Come on, man. Do better. Kidding. Alright, go to the right, maybe? Sorry if this game's a little dark. I could consider brightening it up. There we go. That's English. That's what that language is called. It's a bit dark here. Allow me to light you up a bit. Topical! Thanks. Of course, it is my job to ensure these trials go well. Oh, that doesn't actually help super much, but I mean, at least shows me where I am, so that's cool. Yeah, I think I'll brighten this up a little bit in editing real quick. By editing, I mean, like, brightening it up and cutting out the beginning and end are going to be the only edits I make to this game, probably, because it's going at a good pace. I don't see anything worthy of being cut out yet, other than my own fucking speech mistakes, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have to live with myself on that one. Oh my god. Struggled saying that sentence 3 times. Fucking hell. I'm so good at talking. Is that a wall? I assume it's a wall, or else it wouldn't be casting shadows like that. That looks like a hole to me, though. Okay, you are clearly important. Some blank pages. If you had something to write with, this would be a party. Alright, so we gotta go find something to write with, and then this will be a party. Can't wait! I want to have a party! A warm and cozy fire. The fire is talking? See, the dialogue box for the notes is in the center of the screen. The dialogue box for the fire was a speech bubble, which is normally reserved for when people are talking. Curious. Don't worry, I don't have a problem with some inconsistencies here and there. This game was made by one guy. Just gonna throw that out there. And to be clear, I am no game designer. I've never actually made a game before, but I do know what I tend to like in games. I do know some of the rules. Never actually studied up on them, but still. There's a lot of lamps. Clearly not a lot of power going into them. No option to turn them on. Ooh! Oh, come on. Let me play that frickin' bass, cello, whatever it is. I don't think that's big enough to be a bass. It's a cello. Let me play it. Let me play some random notes. Maybe you could add it. Maybe you could add an Easter egg that, like, plays the frickin' Prelude of Light from Ocarina of Time or something. That could be fun. Alright, big hole. Less big hole. Big hole blocking important switch. Is this gonna be a block pushing puzzle? Or no, that switch is just gonna remain out of reach. Okay, cool. How about this way? How about up here? This is the only way I have left to go, and it has nothing. Oh wait, this is the only way I have left to go, and it has something! Aha! Ghost! 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 Alright, bye. Blank pages. If you had something to write with, this would be a party. So there's clearly a plot line going on here that I'm not seeing, and I don't know if I'm ever going to fully understand it, because, I'll just be honest with y'all, I am not the smartest person in the world. There's a lot of stories out there that are told in vague ways that I would never figure out if someone else didn't explain them for me. And this might be one of those. But it's alright. I'm still gonna enjoy the game no matter what. I have a strong feeling about it. Alright. How about you up here? I said I would stop doing that, and I should continue to stop doing that. I wonder what is the deal with all those people that just, they glitch out the screen instead of having anything to say. Maybe they're not real. It's like, this feels like some kind of simulation. And so, you know, you try to talk to someone who isn't really there, and the simulation just freaks out. So that's a treasure chest. Oh, yeah. Listen to that sound design. That's weird. I feel like normally the sound would always be coming from that window no matter where you were on the screen, but in this case you only hear it when you get close. Why does it sound fuzzy as well? It sounds like electricity. What? Is that meant to be rain, or is that meant to be something else? Let me have a sip of drink here as I ponder over this. Yeah, because there's like an electrical hum in there. I wonder what that's about. It won't open, but it can be moved. Shove it down the hole! The hole really did not like the taste of the chest. Okay, understood. Is the shadowy thing gonna appear now? No, okay, just checking. Wait, what's here? I don't think I've actually been in this one yet. Oh, yes, I have. Never mind. Let's go backwards. Yeah, I wish I had something to write with. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring my pencil. I do honestly forget to bring my pencil to a lot of things where it turns out having a pencil would have been nice. That's definitely an issue I have in real life. Okay, I was thinking that we would use it as a bridge to cross the hole. I didn't think we would throw it at the lever. But okay, I'll take it. I mean, how would we use it as a bridge to cross the hole? If the holes are really deep, then the chest would just fall down the hole and be of no use to us. Is this a speed pad or something? What is this? What is this little thing? Is that a logo of some kind? Where'd my lantern go? Why did the... Hey, other part of me, whoever's talking to me, give me my lantern back! Plagunk. Plagunk. I can't be centered in this hallway. That really bothers me. Oh, but I can be centered when talking to these guys, at least. Oh, hey, it's me. And the two clones, the two twins from The Shining? Ask if she is okay. Are you okay? They can't hear you. They don't even exist. But are they okay? I'll be honest, this isn't one of yours. I just really like this one. We are going to play a simple game of hide and seek. You are familiar with the game, right? Yes. Excellent. Let's get started. Simply find these two people after a short start time. So close your eyes, no peeking. Good, time to hide you two. Alright, surely you don't know where they are, right? Oh, and I'm being blocked in by the cell membrane of doom. Wow, I really don't know where they are. Where could they be? Oh no, you found me! Oh no. I actually checked the Steam forums earlier to see if the dark screen as the beginning of the game was a bug. It is not, but I also read that someone had a really hard time finding the second one, so we'll see if we have the similar amount of trouble. Cans of preserved food somehow still looks edible. So, like, 3 things in the game get interaction prompts, but the vast majority of interesting stuff in the environments don't. I see how it is. I see how it is. Got some interesting, like, detective music happening here. I like it. Should release the This Is Interesting original soundtrack. Are those 3 bottles on top of a computer? They're, like, placed on top. One looks like it's balancing on the screen. The other looks like it's placed on the keyboard. Hopefully that bottle isn't full of any liquid. Wow, look at all this weaponry. Whoa. Wait, I just noticed this. Can we check this? Can we take this all? Also, what kind of armor am I wearing? Why do I look like I'm from the Middle Ages? I have a lot of questions about the situation right now. What can I say? Oh. You were in a dumpster. Okay. That probably explains why the person couldn't find them, because they were expecting to find them out in the open like the first one. But yeah, you just have to inspect stuff. I mean, to be fair to that person, this game definitely doesn't encourage interacting with things very much because there's so few things you can interact with. Alright, now that I found them both, can I spray them with a... No. Alright, fine. That took you 96 seconds. You aren't that great at hide and seek, Art. Sorry, I'm recording for a YouTube video. I have to walk around the environments and show them off. It's how it works. Did you have fun, I guess? Great. The next round will be harder. This time, the lights are off. Ready? Great. Same deal. Close your eyes. I mean, if it's that dark, I don't really have to, because if they just move away from the lantern, I won't be able to see them, whatever. Alright, open your eyes, find them as quickly as you can. Let's go! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I don't know what this song is. There's no one in there right now. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'll do this round much better this time, I swear. Alright, we found one. Now, up here. I don't know what song this is. It's the hide and seek song. I walked right over that barrier. Are you in the dumpster again? Garbage filled with garbage. Okay. Did I just say a garbage filled with garbage? Hi. That was better, wasn't it? That took you 34 seconds. Very impressive speed. Did you have fun this time? Yes. Wonderful. This time, the lights are off. And they're invisible. They'll make a slight sound when you are near them, so keep those ears open. Have they made a sound up until this point? The barriers will open and you can leave as soon as you find these two one more time. Ready? You have the option to decline playing. Wonder why. Same deal. Close your eyes. Time to hide, you two. Alright, open your eyes and ears. Good luck. Oh no. You bastard. How are you breaking through so quickly now? Do not let it touch you, ever. Gah! Oh, shit, he just got Thanos snapped. Okay, so I have to find them with the thing after me? What sound am I listening for? Okay, it's up there. Oh, no. What sound am I listening for? Oh, no. It's just patrolling over there for now. Up here, it's much brighter for some reason. Okay, that's the sound of him. That's definitely not the hiders. Oh. Okay, they make a beeping sound? Wait, what? I guess they're not real. They're robots, right? I love it, though. They make a slight sound. It's a freaking beep. This is the most obvious sound I've ever seen. Alright, you there, sir. Can you not hang out around there? Thank you. So if this guy touches me, is it like one shot? Do I not get a second chance at this game? Okay. Okay, you're in the corner. Cool. Oh no. Oh no. We gotcha. Okay, we're going. Get me out of there. That was interesting. Just like the game is. Okay. I said I was done making that joke, and I will be. Eventually, I will be. Eventually, I'll grow tired of it someday. All right, just checking my time. I still have a lot of time, so we could probably get through, like, this is the 3rd of 6 trials. We can probably get through all of them in one video, maybe? All right, well, that was kind of cool. We'll say it's not that scary of a game so far, but I didn't really expect it to be. He said, like, oh, it's kind of a psychological horror. It's kind of, and it is definitely creepy. I love it. He was freaking moonwalking while telling me that. But yeah, it's definitely not super scary. Just a little intense at times with the shadow guy in there. Why is that shadow is teal now? We're restoring color to this hub area, which is kind of cool. I like that. Okay, well now we're immediately no longer in color. Oh, it's me. It's either me or it's the soul or whatever. Oh, you're here. To finish this trial, I just need you to find my notebook. Simple, right? Is this your notebook right here? A blank page, if you had something... That is not a blank page. There is clearly stuff written on that. Show me! Show me your secrets! Do I have any kind of inventory at all? I want to press escape, but I'm also worried it'll quit the game instantly, and I don't want to do that. Though, I did watch one time when the streamer who made this, Scott Jun, played Five Nights at Freddy's, and then he pressed escape, it quit the game, and he was like, wow, that's the scariest part, so he probably didn't. Let's press it. Nothing happens. Okay, neat. I hit the radio, and the judge in the middle is very happy. Look at that. I have a 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10 rating from that guy. Crazy. That one down at the bottom's like, I'm very indifferent about you. I am the resident advisor. I don't remember what I was supposed to be doing. What am I doing? I need to do my job. I'll leave you alone. I don't know why I would shove you out of the way. Oh, these are rooms. Look like some inappropriate pictures of college women. Alright. Toilet. That's the first place I look. Why is this bed facing this way? Shouldn't the pillow be facing the wall? Maybe someone prefers to sleep while looking at the wall. You know what? I won't judge. Maybe there's something on that wall that they like seeing, you know? Alright. I'd really like to watch that movie again. I haven't seen it in forever. What, Shrek? Yeah, I know. I don't know. I was trying to think of a movie name real quick, and then I didn't, and then, man, the execution of that joke was horrible. There is an old DVD player below the TV. More like a TVT player, am I right? Just stop listening to me. Hang on, is this another TV? What is this right here? If so, then If that is another TV, why are there 2 TVs right next to each other? It's the water cooler! I would like to engage it in battle. Never mind. Can't do it. This ain't Deltarune. So this is like a college dorm. I mean, I think that's kind of obvious, but, you know. It just feels that way to me. The resident advisor, yeah, this is a college dorm, for sure. A crazy guy locked himself in his room. Good, he gave me the creeps. I heard he has a cabin in the woods where he feeds anything to his dog. I mean, anything. Ick. God, I can hear him through the walls. So is that a hint? Am I supposed to feed something to the dog in that other trial? Okay, that's all you say. Some blank pages if you... Okay, give me a pencil then. God damn it. I want a pencil. Wait, what? I'm looking at the TV. Wait. Oh, that's the hole in the wall. But that's not what the game's talking about. It's talking about the book. Like, yeah. I get it. There's a book there, but that's not what I'm looking at. Okay, well, we'll save that room for last. How about... Okay, well, we'll save that room for now. Maybe if I try hard enough, it'll let me in. No, okay. Wait, I can walk into the... Hello, I am inside the cupboard. Okay, well, what in the world am I supposed to do with that? Is that your notebook right there? Hey. How about no? Okay, I need some way to get him out of that room. I don't want to shove this guy out of the way. I need to do my job. Tell him about the inappropriate pictures of a student. Hey, that's a good option. What? Who am resident advisor? Resident advisor. Resident evil. You found what? I'll get to the bottom of this. Why'd you just walk through me? Bro just had to remember who he was and that he should be doing something about that. Probably. I don't know how college dorms work. Even though I am in college, I'm not staying in a dorm. I'm staying in my house. Or my parents' house, more accurately. It's a DVD of a really old movie called The Seventh Seal. Ooh, okay. So we're not watching Shrek. Damn it. It's been a while since I've seen Shrek. I want to watch Shrek again. Alright, let's put on The Seventh Seal. Oh. I love this one. Thank you for bringing it to me. Okay, bye. There's a warm, beautiful light at your feet. Embrace it. I guess why not? You glow with holy energy. You feel as if it would resist even the greatest of evils. It fills you with determination. Or, like, fills you with some kind of power. Or whatever Deltarune's version is. I know, I keep bringing up Deltarune a lot. It's just because, you know... What the hell was that? Hang on, run that by me again? Alright, I'm gonna assume that was a bug or something. Okay, so can I go through here now? Fuck you! Get back, idiot! Dusty notebook! Thank you for the notebook. Okay, can I go into the creep room now? I kind of want to go into the creep room. I want to talk to him. I want to figure out how he ticks. What makes him tick? Maybe this guy's supposed to be River Silver. I don't know. Yeah, it's just the same thing. I wonder if is that creepy guy supposed to be me or someone I know? Got your notebook. Oh, good. My notebook. I hope you didn't look at it. Thanks. You can get out now. I don't know how to open the inventory, so I did not. Is there an inventory? I don't know. Let me press some keys in the keyboard. Oh, WASD works too. Well, why don't I just do that? Actually, well, no. Interact is Z, and it feels more comfortable to just use... Yeah. Let's just do that. That chair looks a lot like a chest from that angle. Alright, so that is 4 out of 4. Or 4 out of 6, right? Yes, 4 out of 6. Okay, cool. You have the same. Alright, now let's go upstairs, because I'm assuming that's where the remaining 2 are. Oh, orange lights. Ooh. Ooh, spooky. Spookalicious, spooky ominous. My footsteps are very fast when I run for whatever reason. I don't really get it. Okay. So I'm assuming we're gonna have to repeat these trials again, but do different things to see everything that can happen. Hi. Okay, so there was one scene in the game I did hear about because I read the patch notes that said makes it actually decrease the difficulty in a certain section of the game where you have to convince someone not to do something. A certain something. Is this that point? Is this that moment? Don't. I've already made up my mind. It's gonna be okay. She's brain dead. She is never going to be okay. She's dead. And it's all my fault. Why is it your fault? I don't know about this situation. Why? You fucking serious? I was driving the car. Who the fuck else would be to blame? If this is about he was driving a car and then hit someone accidentally, depending on the situation, that's not your fault. I don't think I'm gonna pick the right options here. This is a situation I would never do correctly in real life, so I'm definitely not gonna pick the right options first time, but maybe you could have done something else, but it's in the past. That's how I like to look at it, but I'm not sure if that's how the game wants me to look at it. I'll try it anyway. In the past? Are you fucking with me? She is literally still downstairs right now. Everything I could? Maybe I could have, not killed my fucking wife. Oh, I see. So that piece of context was missing. Stop. I know what you're doing. I'm not coming down. These are my only two options. I don't really want to be mad at him about it, so let's go with this. Well, good. Because like I said, I'm not coming down. But you're not going down either, are you? Is there anything else I can do to change his mind? Wait, can I go back in? I just want to hear her again. Would she want you to do this? Maybe she can pull through. I'm not sure if that's really gonna convince him. Because didn't he receive news that she was dead? We're going based on that. I'm gonna do this. Whatever, just do it already. Wow, you could be such a piece of shit. Would she want you to do this? No. But it doesn't matter. She isn't here to judge me anymore. Just because someone is gone doesn't mean their wishes are. You're right, she's gone, but you aren't. I know. It definitely took a heavy turn, just gonna say. First few trials were, these little challenges. It was a little creepy. This is, something else. Enough. I just keep seeing her face. Hearing those monitors. I can't take it anymore. I want it to be gone. I can't stop hearing the beeping. Oh, well, I tried. Enjoy the pavement. Jesus Christ. Okay. What if she miraculously wakes up and you're dead? I don't really want to say that. Damn well she would never let you do this. You need to stop punishing yourself for something that wasn't your fault. How did we know it wasn't his fault, though? You can't change what happened, but you can keep living for her. I'm gonna say that. There's just no point in living without her. I'll see you soon. Okay, that did not work. Oh, what a shame. Oh, well, can't win them all. Okay, very nonchalant. A good try, I guess. Trial done. Alright, yep, I failed that. I can't say I didn't expect. Again, I am not great in, I'm not at all great at comforting someone or anything like that, anything that requires any amount of social energy, so I would be fucking horrible in that situation. And yeah, that about flex it. That reflects it quite well. I didn't expect it to go any differently. Well, hey, that's what... The point of this game is that you can retry this stuff, right? Where's the door? Hello? Where's the door? Okay, you go right. Interesting. Well, last one. And then I guess the next video will be me trying these again, but with different options. Hi, who are you? Again, there is no point to this room. Your trial is completed. Please leave. Again, I was never told that there was no point. I think I'll stay around. Sorry. I'm a completionist. It's what I do. These books are all faceless, and although they have words in them, they don't make sense or aren't able to be interpreted in any way. Okay. Minecraft enchanting table language? If only I had something to write with. Was one of the weapons you can pick at the start of the game a pencil? Faceless. Yep. One chair missing here. Book. Sorry, I just forgot to talk for a little while there. That's fine. I'm sure you get it. Maybe. A little bit. You know, after what happened, you know. Me talking about stuff just feels wrong. So every time I touch this candle, that happens. Why is that? I don't know. I can cause the candle to flicker. It looks like the candle's almost growing in size. For like a frame. Okay, cool. Coolio. Coolius. Cool beans. All the books are faceless. Yep. Again, there is nothing of value here. I'm not sure how to make this any clearer. I'm just looking, you know? What if I find a mending enchantment book here? I have to check. There's something bright up here. Yeah, there's something bright over here. There has to be something. There's something. When someone tells you that there's nothing of interest here, then they're almost always wrong. It's the #1 rule of video games. I agree. That's my opinion as well. I feel you are under the impression I'm trying to mislead you. Truly, there is no reason to continue dallying here. Please, I know what you are assuming, that this is some elaborate reverse psychology. I assure you, it is not. What if that's reverse psychology, though? Feel free to wander around here and see for yourself. There is no reason to be here. No, please, browse around. See for yourself. I have no time limit here. You do. This does not seem a wise use of your time. The way you keep breathing at me is not very comforting. Okay, this blank page is something to write with. Maybe there's a pencil in the corner somewhere? I mean, obviously there is something to see here. The candle that you can grow for 1 frame. It's the most important thing about this room. This can't be the trial. You walk into a room and then you leave. No, there's something else here. This is a chest. This is a treasure chest. Let me open. Let me open. What if there's a high potion inside? What if there's a mid potion? It'd be a very mid potion, admittedly, though. Look, the candle is, like, duplicating. Yeah, the candle is, like, duplicating and putting itself on either side, and if I do it from above, it sends the duplicate candles down below. If I do it from the side, it sends them up above. Weird. I feel like one of these shelves is gonna be normal. One of these shelves has gotta be normal. Oh, that's that, okay. I'm gonna check them all over again. I'm sorry. I have to be sure. And then I guess I will leave. What if there really is nothing to do here? What if this is like a big joke? He put this in the game and then just watched everyone faff about, not doing anything, and has just had a good laugh about it. Well, I hope this is entertaining. If that is the point, I hope this is entertaining. Apparently there's a bookshelf here, even though I don't think there is. I'm guessing it must be like the way the interaction works is that you're standing next to something interactable, not that it doesn't care if you're actually facing it or not. Okay, There's big invisible walls surrounding all of these, so some of you might be like, go push the bookshelves to the side. Well, I'm trying, but it doesn't let me go anywhere closer to the bookshelves than it does. As you wish. Fine. Stay here. I do not care. I was only trying to help. And now you turn towards me for a frame, but don't say anything else. Interesting. Why is the duplicating candles thing exist? Okay, well, sure, let's go then. Let's see if one of the judges takes away a point if I leave. Oh, the bottom judge went to 6! Wow! I guess that was the trial then.
You have completed 6 out of 6 trials. Please return to the computer and submit your experiences. Thank you.
What's this way? Wait, there's things this way. How long have there been things this way? There's things this way. Alright, how much time do I have left? Oh, I have time. I have time to check out what's over here. Yes, this is not going to be a 2-hour video, unlike most of the other videos on this channel at this point. This will not be a 2-hour video. Since this is a much smaller game, so I do not think it benefits from having videos be super long. Okay, that's that. Like all the chalkboards with nothing written on them. That's that. Just some hospital rooms. Can I drink this potion and die? No? Okay, can't even stand in front of the potion. What's up? Can I go?
You are but a fledgling. You're full. Your soul is far too nascent. Please leave.
Oh, I smell, so I have to go take a shower. Okay, good to know. That's all you say. Well, I'm assuming this room is gonna be important for something later. Who's beeping? Just the central room again, right? Okay, that's that. Beep, beep. Something's beeping in there. It's those 2 girls. They're playing hide and seek in there.
We are done for now.
If you say so, my man. So I can't talk to any of you out here still, huh? What about you over here? What about you? Mr. Snarky, you want me to synthesize some equipment? Okay. It's probably a reference to an old RPG I haven't played. Anything this way? No. Anything this way? No. Maybe no. Okay. Well, I will have to say, this game certainly was interesting. Why is there a glowy here that I can't interact with? That really bugs me. Alright, nothing over there. These big doors is what I came through. That's probably the portal back to the real world, or whatever. Returning from idle, logging in redacted. Welcome, user! Entry. So, exit. Whoops. Oh, I hit a button, and now it's doing something. Oops. I don't know what entry was there. I might have missed that. Well, hopefully I'll have another chance to read it. What is this? Can't go that way. Oh, I'm being oh, this is like church. It is judgment time. Uh-oh. It is judgment time! Congratulations. You have successfully completed all of my trials. Let's give you your performance review. Tell me, how did you feel about the woman in the restaurant? I felt some connection. Slightly less than average. Interesting. On vacation, a bird crashed into your friend's log cabin. Due to your less than deft handling of the situation, your friend killed the injured bird. I thought I did that. Tell me, do you have any remorse for the creature? Yes. Based on your other actions, I can believe you. Ah yes, the jumper. You made an attempt to talk him down, but it was not enough. Do you think you could have done anything differently? Probably could have chosen my words better. Could have been more patient with him, maybe? Patience is a virtue, but sometimes people need to hear what they need to hear. So maybe the other thing was the better choice there. I probably could have chosen words better. I should have said that. I was going to, but then I was like, it's the top option, so it's the good option, right? That's probably not how this works, though. This is more of a moral choice type thing, and not a be good or be bad type choice. I don't think you delivered. I'd agree. I don't think I did. The library. You stayed in that room for 5 minutes and 317. 5 minutes and an additional 317 seconds. That's not how that should be formatted. It should say 17 seconds, because 300 seconds is 5 minutes, so it should say 5 minutes and 17 seconds. Whatever. Despite being clearly told that there was nothing useful about that room, you spent a good deal of time in that room. Why? I felt like there might be a secret. I suppose that is a fair assumption. Sometimes, however, a room is just a room. The hide and seek. I admit, that one wasn't one of your memories. I just like that one a lot. Was the library one of my memories? How was that one of my memories? If it only wasn't so rudely interrupted. I care not about the results of the game. What I do care is the people that were playing with you. You ignored the game for a moment to make sure they were doing okay. Why? I was concerned for them. Understandable. They are prisoners here, after all. The 6th trial. Returning my notebook. You showed a random woman a movie. Why? Oh my lord, who gives a shit? No, she seemed lonely. Aw, well, isn't that sweet? Well then, your review is complete. I finally got an achievement in this game. Be judged for the first time. You seem smart, so I'm sure you figured it out by now. But I'll explain in case I'm wrong this time. You are about to die. In reality, I mean, obviously this is not the real world. These are important memories from your life. I actually had very little control over them. You see, when you die, your soul is judged by one demon and one angel. If it isn't abundantly clear by now, I am the demon. Usually there's a pitiful angel here to balance out the judgment or whatever, but this time I managed to, well, put him out of the picture. Which means I get you all to myself. Yes, a rather one-sided judgment, I understand, but you must understand yourself. I am a demon. I do not give a shit. Now let's see here. You were a decent person this time. Not amazing, but certainly not bad. Good news, even if I hadn't killed that angel, you'd still end up right where you are in my purgatory. So yay, silver lining, you actually get exactly what you deserve. Alright, so that was ending number 1. So it has roguelike elements, so I can go in and I can do different stuff. But that certainly will end the first episode, because I have to go to class very soon. Ending Forced Purgatory. Oh boy, how many endings are there? Playtesters, Oink, Pixelbush, and Geistra. I don't know how to pronounce that. I recognize 2 of those names from Dead by Daylight community, though. Very cool. Okay. That was interesting, indeed. The game's name is correct. Now they're all zeros, the numbers. I wonder, what do those numbers mean? You probably have to pay attention to those numbers to get the endings you want. Okay, well, I think I definitely will do a couple more cycles. I will do things differently. I think in the diner I could have chosen to talk to different people rather than just that one lady. And I will definitely play more of this, but for now, that is the end of the first video. Because I am aware there is something big that can happen eventually. Well, this is interesting. Okay, we're gonna stop here. I just wanted to make sure, you know. We are going into a loop. We're restarting over from the beginning. But yeah, for now, this will be the end of episode 1. Hope you enjoyed. This is an interesting game. I do like it. There's definitely some things I would do differently if I were making it, but I'm not making it, so those decisions aren't up to me. But I am definitely enjoying this so far, and I'm interested to see where it goes. Oh boy, having to try that, the jumper sequence again, that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna fail like 40,000 times. I don't know how the rest of the series is going to look because I don't edit stuff much on this channel. I might have to end up cutting a bunch of stuff out. We'll have to see. Either way, that is it for now. Yeah, next time on This Is Interesting, we do things differently. I've said that 40 times by now. Thank you all for watching if you did, and as always, I will see you all in the future.